Hola. I have a little bit of an unusual thing going on, and I don't know how this will turn out, but I thought you guys might like to be kind of updated on this. My, I'm, I have a unique opportunity for the next month. My lovely mate is out of the country for over a month. This makes me sad, but he is gone. And seeing as how all of our three children are fully cooked, married, off the payroll, been on their own a long time, it's just me and Piper and Atticus and the 15 chickens and the stray cat that lives on our side porch. So what does this mean? Who cares? I think particularly for women, but for anybody that is trying to manage their food intake or their diet, and anyone else is involved, whether it's a spouse or kids, or if you see your best friend on a regular basis and you go out to lunch all the time, it can be a challenge to manage that nutritional program balanced against what other people either are doing or want you to do or insist that you do. Or, and again, I'm going to be talking kind of genderist, so I apologize. I think for women, particularly those who have been mothers, when you're used to, I need to get the meals on the table, pack the school lunches, etc., you're in a constant, it's just a never-ending series of meals that you are either preparing or thinking about preparing or shopping for preparing, and then everyone's eating. In my experience, I was often not the least bit interested. I mean, I didn't need to eat, but everyone's around, so you eat. It's ritual. So it's difficult to refrain. And that's just the way it is. Some people, I'm sure, were better at it than I ever was. Plus, I like to eat, particularly when I was eating up until a couple of years ago, standard American diet full of carbohydrate and brain freaking out, glucose-inducing foods. So the last couple of years, I'm on the ketogenic diet. For those of you who don't know, that's extremely low carb. For me, extremely low carb. Very high fat and just sufficient protein. For me, that equals about 3 ounces of protein a day. Grams under, I'm usually around 10 or 15 maybe. I'll go for days without eating a vegetable. And then a lot of fat made up from, cheese and cream and the fatty end of a ribeye and the fatty part of a pork chop or sour cream, or think of anything that you've been told not to eat for 60 years, and that's what I'm eating. Okay, so all of that having been said, for the next month, it's me, myself, and I. I am fortunate and blessed to have a career where I don't have to go into an office setting almost ever. I mean, honestly, if I wanted to be a recluse for the next month, I almost could do it. Sorry, I'm just checking to see whether that was lovely mate checking in from his foreign country. It was not. And excuse me, I have to let Atticus in. Bear with me. Dog owners know what this is all about. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to try to arbitrarily starve myself. And I use that word. I shouldn't have even said that word. Edit, back up. I'm not going to try to arbitrarily not eat just because no one else is around. I'm going to experiment and find out what happens with me in my current state of weight loss, ketosis, age, gender, blah, blah. What happens if I'm the only one that I have to be accountable to ever? Not accountable to, but influenced by. I'm only going to be influenced by myself. That'll be interesting. My lovely mate is keto adapted. He's been eating this way for a couple of years, not for weight loss, but for health. general health, which has happened. He was what you call a TOFI, thin on the outside, fat on the inside person. He looked great, always has looked great. His triglycerides were high, which is not good. It's very inflammatory. Anyway, so he's great. His triglycerides are down. And also, he's a cyclist, so for athletic performance, he wanted to be able to ride and ride and ride without having to take a bunch of on board. There's so many noises that go on behind me in my house. I'm sorry, but I like them. I have clocks and dogs and chickens. So he's been eating this way for a couple of years. But even still, he eats more food than I do. He needs more food than I do. So what happens now? He's gone for a month. He's not going to be here because he comes home for lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Even if I don't eat dinner, most times I prepare his dinner, which I'm happy to do. So will I find that I really lose interest in eating if it's not here, if it's not in front of me, if I'm not preparing dinner? He prepares his own breakfast and makes me coffee every day, so that's nice. I had to make my own coffee this morning. This was a shock. And I wonder what will happen. Maybe you wonder too. I'll try to keep you posted. If somebody knows out there how to like string together a bunch of videos that are already posted on YouTube into one video so people don't have to jump around, let me know. I'm still on a learning curve on this, all of this. I'm also going to be blogging about this. As I've said before, I'm a much better writer than I am videographer. So I think that might be an easier way just to kind of make a list of what I did and didn't eat. So this will be a combination of what I ate today, what I didn't eat today, what did I buy at the grocery store today as opposed to what I normally would buy at the grocery store, and how am I feeling? Am I feeling lonely for food? Am I feeling relieved? Will it have any effect on my weight whatsoever? Who knows? It's an experiment. I will be lonely for my husband. The first 2, 3, 4 days, it's like a little vacation, right? Then after that, it's not so much fun. So I want to see how that impacts me as well. Will I feel stressed and eat? Will I feel lonely and eat? I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, he's been gone before, but I have not been so fine-tuned before as I was. I'm very close to losing as much weight as I think I'm going to lose. I have 14.9 pounds to go to be where I'd weigh less than I did when I met my husband, and I was 22. But another, 5 pounds, and I'm golden, really. If I don't lose any more weight, I'm golden. But let's see what happens. A month on my own, no real demands on my time. I am very lucky. Not everyone out there can say that, and not everyone else is at my stage of life where the kids and the household are, kind of under control. It's just me. I'm going to keep you posted. By the way, today is a Monday. Let me look. Monday. I am down 0.2 of a pound from yesterday's weigh. I weigh every single day. Have done almost every day for 15 years. Even those 13 years when it was sad news for the most part. I would struggle and I would be awful. But I'm a data person. So I'm down 0.2 of a pound from yesterday. I am up 2.5 pounds from my absolute lowest. That's okay. I am up, I think, 1.3 pounds from last Monday. But I'm down a pound from the previous monthly. So what happens is I have this huge spreadsheet. Been, like I said, 15 years. All sorts of data in it, not just weight. And so I have it, so when I put in a daily weight, it carries over to weekly weight, so every Monday. And that carries over to every 4th Monday, essentially every month, monthly weight. And I also have an annual one. So anyway, I'm, up from yesterday, up from last Monday, down from last month. My lowest rolling 2-week average ever. That's another good marker. I'll say something about trying to find something to be successful about in another video. I'm rambling. I'm going to stop now. I am going to go get another cup of coffee, making it myself. If you're watching this, babe, making it myself. Te amo mucho, mi Nanchito. And actually today I will tell you I ate something. I ate some leftover chicken thigh for breakfast. People will say, what? I'm getting tired of eggs. Who made up the rule that you either have to have cereal or eggs for breakfast? I had leftover chicken thigh with some broccoli. And I'll see how that takes me for the day. Thanks a lot. TTFN.